Hey guys, today I am going to talk to you a little bit about how to clean your deep freezer. Got a little bit of organizing with me going on, and then hopefully you find some daily inspiration with this. I'm Anna, and this channel is all about delicious recipes, daily life ideas, and finding joy in the day-to-day normals. And if you like that sort of thing, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. So on the way home from church today, my husband mentioned that he wanted to get everything out of the deep freezer and get all the ice out of it and clean it out, which I wasn't really thinking that we were going to do that on our Sunday afternoon, but it turned out to be a perfect day for it because it was cool in the garage, and then it was just a nice day to be outside and making all this happen. So anyhow, he'd been talking about it for a few weeks, and it was finally time to go ahead and get that done. So first of all, let me just say there is always more than one way to get to where you are going. And this is what worked for us today. We got it done fairly quickly, and it looks almost like new now. So just stick with me for some simple tips that'll help you in the process if you are going to clean out your deep freezer. For tip number 1, have plenty of coolers available to put all your frozen foods into. And that's what we started off doing. We took everything out, put it into the different coolers. As we were taking it out, we went ahead and sorted it into different categories. So we had our ground deer, we had our deer salami and deer bologna in another place. We had our roast and our tenderloin. We put that into a different place. We had the strawberry jam. And then we had several miscellaneous things. We had some pizza, some fish, which we put all the fish together. And we had some popsicles, some persimmon cookies. We found a random steak in there. And so we just put all the miscellaneous things together. Second tip, check and see if you have a plug for this. So what we did was we took it outside and we used the hose, we put it on warm water, and we used that to de-thaw the ice, and it didn't take any time at all. I really thought this was going to be kind of a long process, and it was not at all. So while he was doing that, I just went back in and found some very interesting things under the deep freeze. Actually, I only found one clothing item. It was a face mask for hunting. And then I just swept out everything, knocked the dirt off the walls and the baseboards, and then swept everything up into a pile, put it in the dustpan, and got rid of that. So for my tip number 3, have a couple of rags handy and have whatever you prefer to use as a cleaner nearby. He was using a Simple Green product, and that took a lot of the stuff off, as you can see right here. I thought that was kind of rusted through, but it's, well, not rusted through, but you know, it mostly, all of that came off. So we wiped down every single part of the deep freezer, and a lot of it looked like brand new by the time we had scrubbed it down. So took some elbow grease, took some scrubbing, but that would be my tip number 3. Have a few rags and then whatever your preferred cleaner is nearby. my fourth tip for this would be to enlist some help, because both of us working together made the process go really quickly, and you do not want to risk anything starting to thaw out while it's in the coolers. And so after that, we made sure that we dried everything out. There was no liquid, and since everything was organized in the coolers, we put it back into the freezer, just kind of organizing it. So we had our deer burger together, we had our deer roast and our deer tenderloin together, we had the fish together, we put our deer salami and bologna in another section, we had all the jams back in another container. We put the larger things, we had like some turkeys and hams and pork butts, so we put all of that in the bottom area. And while we were doing this, we realized that really we could probably use 2 more shelves, and I got online to see what I could find. There's one similar with this with our model number. It was around $70 for one basket. So then I started looking there. They have adjustable deep freezer shelving online that I'm just not sure about. So in the comments below, if you have tried out any adjustable shelving on Amazon and it worked well for you, if you would link it below just to let me know and let others know. I'm interested to see before I spend the money on it. And I don't know, some of it didn't look like it was very well made, and obviously you need something very sturdy for this. The last thing, when I was cleaning the top of this, there are a few rusted spots. Now, a few years ago, my younger son and I, we cleaned the top really well, sanded it down, and used an appliance spray paint, and it made it look like brand new. So we really need to do that again. We cleaned it really well. My husband went over to the barn. We did not find any of that appliance spray paint, so that is on the list to do to completely make it look brand new. But that's just kind of a bonus tip. You can sand down any of the rust spots really well, and then you can use an appliance spray paint, and it really will look really good when you're done with that. Just a reminder, don't just be a watcher, be a doer, and maybe go clean out your freezer or your deep freezer today. And then for more cleaning inspiration, check out the video in the cards above.